here today, folks. Welcome. And as we've reminded you already a time or two, the election season is upon us. And the deadline for voter registration for the May election is already passed. So if you didn't register, better luck next time. You still have time to register for the August election. Early voting is going to begin on the 6th and run through early May. And this year, of course, are off-year elections in the sense that we don't have a presidential contest, which really usually stir things up. So the turnout is being low in any event, but especially in an off-season. So we need to ask you to think about that and remind you that you get the government you deserve. And we don't mind griping about it, but if you're not voting, you don't really have any grounds for griping. So let's get out there and vote. We do have some very important positions up this year, both locally and at the state and federal level. So with that, today we are talking to the candidates for the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Alderman. There are 2 positions available, and there are 3 candidates. So we have a little competition. 2 of the candidates are incumbents that you're familiar with, starting on the end, Jerry Mathis and Mike Stanton, and both of them are running again. Our new candidate is Miss Tina Holman, who is hoping to get a seat. So let's find out what that's all about, and we'll take a short break and come back and talk some.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Welcome to Merle Norman, located inside Northgate Mall in Tullahoma. Since 1931, Merle Norman Cosmetics have been researched, developed, manufactured, and packaged in the USA, using the highest quality ingredients and unmatched customer service to help women look and feel better about themselves.
Hi there, I'm Christy Almacher, owner of Merle Norman. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Merle Norman products. We have a large line of skincare and cosmetics for all skin types. Merle Norman's motto is try before you buy, so we'd love for you to come in, talk to us about your concerns, try the products, and we want you to feel good when you leave here, so we hope to see you soon.
Want to feel good in your skin? Visit Merle Norman in Northgate Mall, Tullahoma.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
We're back, folks, and we're talking today with the candidates for Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Alderman. And that's the 2 incumbents, Jerry Mathis and Mike Stanton. And we have a newcomer who'd like to have a seat, and that is Miss Tina Holman. Mike and Jerry both, you're both well known. You both are finishing up 2 terms, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're going to assume that you guys have been very active out there in the community for a whole bunch of years. So let's give Miss Holman a chance to introduce herself a little better, talk about her background and qualifications and how come she's doing this.
Well, that's a question that I've asked myself, and but I just had just woke up one morning and there it was, just to run for alderman. And so my faith is very foundational to me, and it's inspired me to run for Alderman for the city of Tullahoma. I have lived in Tullahoma all my life. I'm a fifth generation resident of Tullahoma. Fifth generation. I have two children, Angela Watson and Christopher Holman. And I have 9 grandchildren, 5 of them's in the city school system, at Bel Air, at high school, middle school. My qualifications are I was a small business owner here in Tullahoma for 30 years, my husband and I. I also owned my own business for 5 years. I was director of Shepherd's House, Citizens for Homeless Relief here in Tullahoma, and I also served on the board. I've been assistant director for Good Samaritan in Tullahoma, and I've been in leadership in ministry for 20 years. May not have the qualifications that some may think, but I'm a good listener, and I learn quickly, and I have a heart for the community. I have a heart for the people of Tullahoma, and I'd like to bring community together. Not that they're not doing a good job, because I feel like they are doing a good job as far as bringing community together. I just want to be more of a part of it. I was married for 38 years to my husband, Wayne Holman. He passed away in 2012 in a car accident. I started Widow Care right after that, which is Widow Care of Tullahoma. It's just serving new widows in the Tullahoma area.
Great, yes. Is that being sponsored somewhere?
No, that's just myself and just.
Do you have regular meetings?
Anyone who wants to donate, we have getting the board together, because I do want to be accountable, and so we're just kind of getting it started. I'd had knee replacement surgery back in the summer, so I kind of wanted to wait to really get that started after that. But we've been doing it since 2012, and it is a Christian ministry, and but it's no denomination, just bringing comfort to widows. To
widows, yeah. Okay. Very good. Well, what do you have in mind? What are you hoping for Tullahoma? You got some things you'd like to see happen?
I do. Well, right now I'm going out and talking to small business owners and finding out how that Tullahoma is serving them, and how maybe Tullahoma can serve them better. I also want to be in the midst of that community, bringing community together. I want to see more businesses coming to Tullahoma, like what you was talking about as far as retail. And I want to see, as far as the jobs in Tullahoma, finding out what those areas of where those needs are, but also maybe bringing some of the businesses together to help some of the community and the citizens to get jobs, and to find out maybe how they can help the citizens of Tullahoma be qualified in those areas that they need. I'm for the school system. I have 9 grandchildren, and it's like what we was talking about earlier.
Interest, yeah.
And my twin granddaughters go to Bel Air. They're in 5th grade, and they love the new Chromebooks. They're trying them out, and that's really inspired them to learn more. I can see the difference in them. And then the STEM program, they went to the camp a week or so ago at East Lincoln, and they really enjoyed that. I didn't know anything about the STEM program until I started going to some of the board members and learning some of these things, and so I know I'm going to be learning more as I go around and get information from different.
Trying to interest the kids in science and math, yeah, and that's critical to the way things are going. You mentioned your experience in business, and we sometimes lose sight of the fact that most of the jobs created are coming out of existing industries. It's not new ones that are coming in. Mm-hmm. So that's bringing those folks together is a good move.
Yes.
Okay. Well, both you gentlemen, I say, are well known around the community, and you've been on for a couple of years. Let's talk a little bit about how you feel like your tour has gone, and what things you're delighted to have been or happy to have been part of, and and then maybe we'll talk some about where you think we should be going in the future. So, Mike, we might as well start with you.
Okay, I don't know that I should be the judge of how well I've done in terms of progress made here in the community, but
you don't think you should be judged?
No, I don't think I should be the judge of.
Oh, the judge.
The judge of what I've contributed or haven't contributed. But I'd like to think that the...
You're being very modest.
Well, the truth of the matter is that, there's an extraordinary number of people in our community that are contributing to any progress that we've made. We have an incredible staff that works for the city under Jody Baltz, finance and police and fire and public works and human resources, and I'm going to leave somebody out, but those people, those organizations are led by really capable people who care deeply about Tullahoma. And then of course it really starts at the top. Mayor Curley, I don't think I would be running again if Mayor Curley wasn't the mayor again. I just have great confidence in him and his leadership, his willingness to work and get down on whatever level it takes to make things happen. He has a clear vision regarding business and industry coming to Tullahoma. He's very active in that area. He realizes how important it is to get business, industry, and retail in our community. During our term, TDEC was set up, Tullahoma Economic Area Development Corporation, and Tom Robinson's the new director. He's very, very capable person, and we're looking for big things to come from there. And already, we've got Harbor Freight that's coming in Joanne's, and that whole area heading out towards Stan McNabb there is just redeveloping. We've got the Cedar Lane project that's completed. We've got uptown. We've got 2 grants for Jackson and also Atlantic to be redone and relit with new lighting and new sidewalks, and so there's an uplifting in this community, I think, right now. And,
I'm sort of surprised that you haven't gotten around to mentioning your airplane-related activities, your promotion of the aerospace business and your little airplanes around town. You ought to say something about that.
Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate you bringing that up. I've got a great committee, just unbelievable, resourceful committee of people. Tina very kindly came to our meeting last night, and I think she saw that there's some really capable people that really care a lot about the aerospace branding of our city. And we have a project that we're now working on, Tullahoma City School. The sign in front of the Tullahoma City Schools building, an extraordinarily beautiful sign that Tullahoma City Schools welcomes you to Aerospace Center of Excellence. And I mean, it's quite a sign. And
where is it going to go?
It's going to go, if you're coming down the viaduct and you look across the street, catty corner, it'll be right in front of the Tullahoma City Schools building.
Okay.
But it'll kind of be fashioned outward so that it can be seen from different directions.
Okay.
So we're quite excited about that because that will further the branding, because that really is the beginning of the aerospace corridor, the planes and the banners. This welcome sign for people coming down the viaduct will hopefully get things off started right and hopefully encourage people to feel like, gosh, this is a special community that takes pride in their history and their heritage. And that's what the branding of the city, the aerospace branding is all about. So. Really remain very excited about that, and love Tullahoma. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I love Tullahoma.
Okay. Well, we only got a few seconds, folks. Let's go ahead and take a short break, and then we'll talk to Jerry.
The final countdown has begun on the remaining 2013s at Russell Barnett Kia. With only a few left in inventory, these deals are amazing. Check out this 2013 Kia Sportage, yours today for $21,500 or $349 a month. That's incredible. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So come on down to Russell Barnett Kia and let us show you why we are #1 in customer satisfaction. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
For the past 32 years, we've had an amazing Register of Deeds, Miss Ellen Vaughn. Miss Vaughn has announced her retirement and will be leaving soon. We're going to miss her professionalism and kindness. I'm Tracy Hirschman Weibert, candidate for the office. I know these are some big shoes to fill. My education and experience has now brought me to this place in time where I'm asking you for your vote for Coffee County Register of Deeds. Let's keep a good thing going.
Vote Weibert Indeed, Coffee County's most qualified.
A salute to the never wasters, the coupon clippers, switch flippers, one last drop of milk drippers, the thoughtfully thrifty, and the just plain cheap. Charter respects your economic IQ and honors it with a phone service worthy of your ever-watchful wallet. Charter Phone, just $19.99 a month. For real monthly savings for fabulously frugal folks like you. Switch to Charter Phone and get unlimited local and long distance and 13 calling features with no extra fees like the phone company charges you.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Weather Center. Look to Jim Fuller and crew for local news night here on Channel 6.
We're back, folks, and we are talking today with the candidates for the board of mayor and alderman of Tullahoma. And we have heard some from Ms. Holman and from Mr. Stanton. So let's turn to Jerry. And Jerry, the question is, you have been on 2 terms, so what is it you're kind of pleased about, and where do you want to see us going from here?
Well,
why are you doing this?
Why am I doing it again? You know, I've always felt like that anytime you do something, anytime you try to do something, you want to do the absolute best you can possibly do. And I feel like that there's some avenues that we can still venture into in Tullahoma that's going to make it a better place for all those involved. One thing that we're looking at right now, I know the sales tax has been up many months in Tullahoma over the previous years, and that means that things are moving in Tullahoma and things are beginning to sell. We've had some businesses move in here. Those businesses are going to be very productive. I think that Chick-fil-A and Harbor Freight and places like that have come in and given people a place to go out and do some shopping. Is there more that we need? Absolutely more. But I've always felt like that Tullahoma is as unique as its name. I know when I was growing up, this place here was always a special place. I came up to the Marshall Theater, and the Marshall Theater was always something special. Came up here to Western Auto, and it was always something special. And I have seen that, you know, a little bit of that lose its...
That special needs to keep changing, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. And that was something that I feel like, all right, is there something we can do? Is it going to be something we can progress? We brought up, you know, some parts of the airport. We're trying to make that industrial type park out there something that will really add a lot to Tullahoma and what's, you know, down the road. I feel like that this place, as far as our educational system, is second to none. It's always listed in the top 5. I'm pleased about that. I'm pleased that we're beginning to, all of a sudden, we're going to end up with a nice swim park, and we're going to end up with something that the kids will be able to enjoy, and we'll bring a lot of that money back to Tullahoma and get it away from Manchester as possibly can. I've always loved Tullahoma. My children, my wife went to, she was a teacher at West Middle School. She was a retired educator. I'm a retired educator. Both of my kids attended school here. They've graduated, got a great education. Tullahoma is a special place to me. Do we have somewhere else that we need to go and move forward? We absolutely do, and I'd like to be a part of it. Okay.
Is there anything in the future development in particular that anything you got a particular vision for Tullahoma for the next 5-10 years?
Well, the particular vision I would like to see, you know, I would like to see some retail stores come in here for the ladies. I know I get this quite often at my house as far as places for them to shop. We have some places for them to shop already in Tullahoma, but we need some places for other name brands that they can go out, and they're having to say, you know, they're having to drive to Murfreesboro to do a lot of this and a lot of that. But I just feel like that we're going to have to do better. Another thing I would feel like we do, I feel like that we need to get back in the business of an industrial park, and we need to get back in the business of trying to bring industry back to Tullahoma. I never was for the industrial park moving from Tullahoma to Manchester area, which I feel like that it needs to stay, and we need to be very productive in that manner as well.
Okay, well, we have the new corporation, and we were talking about that. You know, it's interesting that we don't want to compete with the county industrial board, but they're primarily interested in manufacturing,
right?
Which leaves the whole service area. And economically, in the country, there's more going on in the service area than there is in manufacturing. So it's not that we don't have an opportunity out there that should be available to us. And I know making use of our fiber optic system has already given us a call center, and maybe it may be going to grow in the not too distant future. So, okay. Well, let's see. More than anything else, tell the folks why you think it ought to be you, Ms. Holman.
Wow, I'd rather heard what they said than that way. I might have went off what they said.
Well, all right, we can reverse that if you want to.
No,
How come you, Mike?
Well,
in the election, you know, there's 2 spots there, and there are 3 candidates. So you got to decide which box you want to X.
I think I'm willing to get my feet wet. By that I mean become involved, not just as an alderman who meets every other Monday night up in City Hall, but you know, I'm active on the Tullahoma Utility Board, and you brought up fiber optics a little bit ago, and that's an extraordinary edge we have on many, many communities in the state of Tennessee.
What are we using it for?
We're using it for internet service and TV, and certainly the speed at which both they work is just out the wazooties in terms of quality and speed. We have backup systems in the event we have a thunderstorm, unlike, you know, I think some other folks that may not. I don't know that much about other folks. All I know is the Tullahoma Utility Board and Lighttube in particular have really given a great service to the community. And so the original question was, why do I think I should be on the running for
why you should be elected?
Or why I should be elected? Well, I'm willing to give of myself a lot of time, a lot of energy, what I have at 70 years old. But I'm willing to give a lot of energy to what it takes to follow along the mayor's leadership program and his ideas. You know, the Get Fit program. I'm also involved in that. That's a initiative of the mayor.
Okay, and let's give Jerry a chance. Why you?
Well,
when it comes time to put the X in the box.
When I put the X in the box, number one is I'm never afraid to jump in and try to do what's right. If there's something that needs to be done, I'm not afraid of that, but I'm going to do something that I'm always going to try to do my best to listen to the people and what they want, because I think that this is their city, this is very important to them, and my decisions will be made by listening. My decisions will be made by understanding what people are, you know, wanting in this city, and I'm ready to jump in. I'm ready to get stuff done, and I'll be my own person.
Okay. Ms. Holman.
Okay. Well, I have a heart for Tullahoma, which I've heard that they also have a heart for Tullahoma. I'm also willing to get in there and work and do whatever it takes. I do know that I would commit myself to learning about whatever it is that I need to learn, and to know what it is before I vote on it. Make sure I have all the information. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that what I'm going to commit myself to do. I'm going to commit myself to be an advocacy for Tullahoma and for the citizens of Tullahoma, and to be available for anyone who needs me or wants to talk to me. I do have a desire to see, I didn't say anything earlier, but I do have a desire to see the Tullahoma Square maybe more done to it. I think there may be some plans that may be coming up that may be bringing that up more up to date and more.
For what?
For the Tullahoma Square to look more like a community, more. It needs some updating. And I've watched, they're doing the square up in Manchester, and they've also done a lot of the work in Winchester, and I really like what they're doing.
Are you talking about the downtown area?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I would like to see that looked into and more done for that area. And having more businesses, more things going on there on the square.
Okay.
But I am willing to give my heart, and I am willing to do what it takes.
Okay. Well, folks, with that, let's take a short commercial break, and we're going to have to wind up.
Imagine a world with more birthdays. We strive for it every day. We fight to get people the best access to care and the chance for more parties to plan. We're the American Cancer Society. Help create a world with more birthdays at morebirthdays.com.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
We're back, folks, and we've been talking today with the candidates for the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Alderman, and they are two incumbents, Jerry Mathis and Mike Stanton, and a newcomer who'd like to have one of those seats, Miss Tina Holman. So I want to thank all three of you for taking time to come on the show and share your views with us and give the voters a little something to go on when they go in the poll to mark the X in the box. Remind you also that this is the election season. Our turnout has not been good, and somebody said you're going to get the government you deserve, and so if you want to deserve a better government, you need to get out there and exercise your franchise and show them that you're interested. The May primary coming up on what, the 6th, I think? Mm-hmm. May the 6th on a Tuesday. Then that'll be followed in August by the general election, which will be the primary for state and federal positions, and the final vote for county and city positions. So you have that to look forward to in August, and then early November will be the general election for the state and federal positions. So there's plenty going on out there, and you need to, again, I say, hopefully get out there and vote. It's coming up. So thanks very much for joining us today, for inviting us into your parlor, and we will see you next time.